Welcome to Open Source Scribes. Today, we have 17 open source projects, including gemini-diagram-mcp and diagram design, among others. Let's get into it. AutoFigure video script. AutoFigure generates publication-ready scientific illustrations directly from text descriptions or research papers. The system uses large language models with a dual-agent architecture, one for generation, another for evaluation to iteratively refine output quality. Users can create figures in SVG or MXGraphXML formats, making them immediately editable in standard design tools. The core innovation lies in the iterative refinement loop that continuously improves visual accuracy against source material. AutoFigure accepts both natural language prompts and PDF documents, automatically extracting methodology and converting it into structured diagrams. This addresses a critical bottleneck in scientific publishing, where creating quality figures manually consumes significant researcher time. Diagram design. VideoScript diagram design generates 14 editorial diagram types, architecture, flowcharts, sequences, state machines, timelines, and more, all as self-contained HTML and SVG. No external dependencies, no build steps. Open any diagram directly in a browser. The Claude Code skill reads your website in 60 seconds, extracting colors and typography to match your brand across every diagram. Each type ships in 3 variants: minimal light, minimal dark, and full editorial. Unlike generic diagram tools, every node earns its place. The accent color highlights only what matters. Target density stays at 4 out of 10 for clarity. Use diagram design when you need publication-quality visualizations that reflect your site's visual identity without opening Figma. GenAI-DrawIO-Creator video script. GenAI-DrawIO-Creator generates architecture diagrams directly from natural language descriptions. Built on Next.js and React, it integrates AI with Draw.io to transform chat commands into structured visual diagrams. The tool supports multiple cloud providers through MCP integration, AWS, GCP, Azure, and Kubernetes, allowing developers to create cloud architecture diagrams with native service icons. Beyond cloud infrastructure, it handles technical visualizations like transformer architectures with animated connectors. The implementation uses AI to parse natural language prompts and generate valid draw.io XML, enabling both creation and modification of complex diagrams through conversation. This eliminates manual diagram construction for technical documentation and architecture planning. Fireworks Tech Graph Video Script. 107 words. Fireworks Tech Graph converts natural language into publication-ready technical diagrams. Describe your architecture, workflow, or system in English or Chinese. Get SVG and high-resolution PNG output in seconds. The tool supports 14 diagram types, including full UML coverage, and ships with 7 distinct visual styles: flat icon, dark terminal, blueprint, Notion clean, glasmorphism, and more. It's built with deep domain knowledge of AI patterns, RAG systems, agentic search, memory architectures, multi-agent collaboration, and tool call flows. Under the hood, it uses Keros VG for lossless PNG export at production quality, with fallback renderers available. Perfect for technical documentation, architecture reviews, and developer tools that need instant diagram generation. Number DiagramAgentofficial video script. DiagramAgentofficial converts text descriptions directly into editable diagrams, flowcharts, architecture diagrams, and mind maps without manual drawing. The framework integrates AI planning, code generation, inspection, and editing modules to ensure structural accuracy and logical consistency. The Diagram Gen benchmark provides the first comprehensive benchmark for text-to-diagram generation across multiple diagram types. Developers benefit from high modification support. Edit content without redrawing the entire structure. Experimental results demonstrate precise diagram generation with strong editability. The implementation leverages Qwen2 VL for vision understanding and handles diagram-to-code conversion through a unified agent pipeline. Use cases include scientific research, technical documentation, educational materials, and automated visualization workflows. Logisketch-server video script logisketch-server converts natural language and image prompts into technical diagrams using 13+ diagram engines. The backend processes your descriptions through multiple LLM models, including Llama and Mistral variants, then translates the output into Plant UML, Mermaid, GraphViz, D2, and other formats via Croaky integration. 2 core API endpoints handle generation and rendering. The generate image route runs the full LLM to diagram pipeline, while render code accepts pre-written diagram syntax for direct image conversion. Built-in rate limiting prevents abuse. Developers, architects, and educators use logisketch-server to rapidly produce architecture diagrams, flowcharts, ER schemas, and circuit logic from plain text descriptions. Diagram Forge Video. Script Diagram Forge is an MCP server that converts natural language descriptions into enterprise-grade architecture diagrams. Instead of manually configuring diagramming tools, developers describe their systems in plain English, and the server handles template selection, prompt engineering, and style application automatically. The implementation combines 13 specialized diagram templates with swappable AI providers Google Gemini and OpenAI, each optimized for specific diagram types. Built-in cost tracking via SQLite provides usage visibility across providers. Diagram Forge integrates seamlessly with Claude Desktop, Claude Code, and Codex CLI through the Model Context Protocol, eliminating the friction between system design and visual documentation for teams building complex architectures. Design as Code video script Design as Code generates fully editable graphic designs directly from text prompts by outputting HTML and CSS code instead of flat images. This preserves both visual quality and structural editability, enabling fine-grained design modifications after generation. The framework uses a 3-stage pipeline. A semantic planner builds element hierarchies. An implementation module converts plans into executable code with generated assets, and a visual-aware reflection system iteratively refines output to eliminate rendering artifacts. Unlike traditional image generators or abstract layout tools, this code-native approach unlocks layout retargeting and complex document generation. Developers can edit designs programmatically, apply CSS animations, and maintain full design control, ideal for automating web design workflows at scale. Engineering Figure Agent YouTube script. Engineering Figure Agent is a codex skill that automates publication-quality figure generation for engineering and computer science papers. It splits figure production into 2 specialized paths: image mode for system architectures and conceptual diagrams, plot mode for precise benchmark curves and data visualizations. The tool supports Chinese academic papers with bilingual labeling and integrates with Gemini, OpenAI, or local plotting backends. It's designed for researchers who need clean, controllable figure workflows within agent-based research pipelines, eliminating generic image prompt handling in favor of engineering-specific templates. Use this when you need publication-ready figures without manual design overhead. Gemini-Diagram-MCP. Engineering Focus Script Gemini-Diagram-MCP is an MCP server that generates diagrams and visualizations using Google Gemini's image generation capabilities. It automatically detects diagram types from natural language prompts and supports professional or creative styling with configurable aspect ratios and resolutions up to 4K. The implementation includes smart type detection, iterative refinement tools, and multi-client compatibility, working with Claude, Cursor, Windsurf, and any MCP-compatible platform. It features flexible deployment options, local STDIO, HTTP servers, or remote proxies with token-based authentication. Key tools include Generate Image for diagram creation, Refine Image for iterative adjustments, and Prepare Image for pre-generation guidance. Developers use this for rapidly converting architectural descriptions into visual diagrams without manual design work. OmniSVG, YouTube script OmniSVG, generates scalable vector graphics end-to-end from text and image inputs. This multimodal system leverages pre-trained vision language models to produce everything from simple icons to complex anime characters as production-ready SVG code. The architecture integrates instruction-following capabilities with vector path generation, handling intricate details through a unified model family available in 3B and 8B parameter variants. Users can access the models, training code, and comprehensive benchmarks through Hugging Face. The approach scales effectively across design complexity levels. Use OmniSVG for automated graphic design generation and vector asset creation workflows. paperbanana YouTube script paperbanana automates the creation of publication-quality academic figures and diagrams directly from text descriptions. Built as an open-source extension of Google Research's original work, it implements a two-phase multi-agent pipeline with iterative refinement to ensure output quality. The system supports multiple AI providers, OpenAI, Azure, and Google Gemini, giving developers flexibility in model selection. An input optimization layer pre-processes descriptions before generation, improving diagram accuracy and consistency. Developers can generate research visuals, statistical plots, and presentation slides programmatically, eliminating manual design work for academic papers and technical documentation. Number Programmatic Diagram Generator Video Script. Programmatic Diagram Generator automates diagram creation by combining PlantUML with Azure Icons and the Croki API. The tool clones your GitHub or Azure DevOps repository, generates diagrams, commits them to an images folder, and pushes the changes back automatically. It returns raw URLs ready for Markdown embedding, eliminating manual diagram management. The implementation handles both GitHub and Azure DevOps workflows seamlessly within a single pipeline. Developers benefit from reduced documentation overhead and version-controlled diagram assets. This approach integrates architecture diagrams directly into CI/CD processes, keeping technical documentation synchronized with code changes. OmniDiagram Video Script OmniDiagram generates diagram code across LaTeX, TXZ, Mermaid, and PlantUML through a unified framework. The system handles three core tasks: diagram to code, text to code, and diagram editing. The innovation lies in its visual interrogation verifies all reward mechanism. Rather than relying on brittle syntax checks or pixel matching, Viva evaluates rendered diagram visual structure generatively, providing fine-grained feedback during reinforcement learning training. Built on the M3² diagram dataset containing 196,000 high-quality instances, OmniDiagram performs supervised fine-tuning, followed by Viva-guided RL optimization. Use this for automated structured visualization generation across multiple diagrammatic languages. Hint2Gen Video Script. Hint2Gen bridges the gap between symbolic reasoning and image generation by introducing code-structured visual hints. The framework uses SVG and HTML overlays as intermediate scaffolds, enabling diffusion models to handle reasoning-intensive visual tasks that typically fail without explicit guidance. The implementation wraps Flux, one context, with a modular Python package featuring vision processing, SVG operations, and an end-to-end generation pipeline. Reason2Gen, the accompanying benchmark, includes 3,300 samples across 22 categories and 7 reasoning dimensions from spatial assembly to strategic planning. Users can install dependencies, configure their OpenAI API key, and immediately leverage pre-built dataset loaders and CLI tools for structured image generation workflows. excalidraw-mcp. Video script excalidraw-mcp converts structured data into hand-drawn diagrams, flowcharts, architecture layouts, sequence diagrams, and 20-plus diagram types. The tool implements Sugiyama hierarchical layout for intelligent node positioning, handles CJK text rendering natively, and auto-binds arrow connections without manual adjustment. Installation integrates seamlessly with Claude Desktop or Claude Code via a single command. Developers describe nodes and relationships in plain language. The MCP translates that into publication-ready Excalidraw files with proper spacing and styling. Use this for technical documentation, system design, and stakeholder presentations that need clarity without design overhead. A screenshot to code generator. Engineering Overview A screenshot-to-code generator converts screenshots, mockups, and Figma designs into functional code using Claude Sonnet 3.7 or GPT-4o. The tool supports multiple frameworks: React, Vue, HTML with Tailwind or CSS, Bootstrap, Ionic, and SVG generation. The backend runs on FastAPI, while the frontend uses React and Vite. It recently added experimental video-to-code capabilities, enabling developers to transform screen recordings into working prototypes. Multiple AI models handle image generation through Replicate integration. Setup requires just API keys and standard package installation via Poetry. Use this for rapidly prototyping UI designs directly into production-ready code.